Thank you. So currently, Walpole, as of today, it just came out, is at approximately, it's a little over an 8% positivity rate. I think it was 8.36. So this is an increase from 7% positivity rate from the previous reporting period, which puts us, I believe, sixth straight week in a row in red. Last week, Walpole Public Schools confirmed 32 positive cases. I do update that metrics on the WPS webpage. I do it every Saturday night. It's up there and updated. It's Sunday to Saturday. So like Saturday, 11 o'clock, it goes up. Since returning from winter break, I've received several inquiries from families about returning more elementary students to school 4 days a week and what our plans are when teachers receive the COVID vaccination. As many of you know, on December 14th, we welcome back our first grade students to school 4 days a week. That was the week before the break. The solution to bring students back to each building required us to evaluate the number of students in each class and the capacity of our learning spaces in each school. In some cases, students were able to remain in their traditional classroom spaces. In other cases, students moved to alternate spaces such as libraries, cafeterias, gyms. All of the staff, I have to say, did an incredible job setting up these spaces with furniture, equipment, and technology to ensure a conducive learning environment for our first grade students. After we were able to have a successful implementation in grade 1, I've been working closely with the building principals to determine if we could expand the 4-day in-school learning for our second grade students as well. We recognize that the hybrid model has presented several challenges for our young learners. And again, we're evaluating all possibilities to bring more students back. If we have the capacity to do this and can do so safely. To be clear, if we can get grade 2 in, and we've been working tirelessly for the past couple of weeks, we will maximize traditional and non-traditional spaces in our schools. But that will not stop us from continuously evaluating, bringing back more students 4 days a week. Since the summer, we have been committed to maximizing in-person learning for all students. This remains true today. We continue to bring back additional students based on need and space. Please be patient as we continue to assess our capacity and to ensure we can safely return students to school while following our safety and social distance guidelines. Let's be clear. We all agree that nothing can replace in-person learning and that we want our students back in school. The safety protocols that we have in place are working, cohorting students to minimize risk and assist with contact tracing, social distancing, cleaning supplies, and masks. As a result, unlike a high percentage of other school districts, we opened on September 14th. And other than preschool that one time and preschool in September, we have yet to close our buildings. And students have been able to participate in after-school activities and high school sports. Several families have also asked what our plan is when our teachers are fully vaccinated. This is a fair and valid question that we have been discussing at the district level for the last several weeks. I am grateful for the collaborative relationship that the school department has with our Board of Health. And I'm confident that as we have a better understanding of the vaccine rollout and timeline, we will understand the implication this has on our learning model. We will provide more information when we receive guidance from the state about the vaccine and its impact on health and safety in schools. Please know in the meantime, we are preparing for many different scenarios, and we will be prepared to transition effectively when we can do so safely. I have heard of this factual, I'm putting it in quotes, social media page that indicates those schools who are returning to in-person learning on February 1st, or even new plans for a full return at the beginning of February. Thankfully, a couple of parents were able to provide me with some of these districts so I could contact them to provide accurate information. Some of the plans were the original plans in September. Others have some elementary grades back in for half days. Others, due to class size and space, have some grades all in, but at 6 feet. And others thought they would open in February, but then realized this is just not going to happen. Some are at the point of increasing their synchronous instruction time mandated by the state, something that Walpole already met. Others have been in full remote and are just starting to bring back students in a hybrid learning environment. While each district is different, I am confident that they are each doing what is feasible and possible for their districts. Walpole staff has done a tremendous amount of work to get us where we are, and they are to be commended. Like I said, we were one of the first districts to open, and with the exception of the preschool in September, we haven't had to go fully remote. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself. Walpole Public Schools has seen an increase in synchronous instruction, both at the middle and high schools. And we continue to bring back students to our classrooms on a weekly basis. There is amazing work going on in our classrooms. Our decisions must be thoughtful and deliberate. We can do things right, or we can go fast. Put in a date that is not realistic. It will only create false expectations. This is disingenuous, yields even more disappointment, and increases frustration. Finally, with all this said, I know that there are families out there who are frustrated with the situation we are in. Assistant Superintendent Bill Hahn and I, along with Mike Frischer, School Business Administrator, and Dr. Queeling, and our principals, have read hundreds of emails, taken many phone calls, and have seen posts from social media sites. Please know we share some of your frustrations. We continue to do the best with an imperfect system at an imperfect time in our history. And as we should, make adjustments to improve. I have no doubt that we will continue to make those adjustments as we move forward. If you have concerns, please share them with a building principal or a district administrator. Like many of you, and I know I've said this many times, I take no joy in not being able to see all of our children in their classes. This has been difficult for educators, families, and students alike. I worry about our students. It is challenging enough during a pandemic to be a student, and I don't think they need to hear that the system is not perfect or read on Facebook that their schools or their teachers don't care and that they've wasted a year. Truth is, we care deeply about our own children and yours. Inaccurate Facebook posts do not help. In fact, it hurts the morale of our teachers and the hard work that they're doing every day. I appreciate the personal communication from parents and caregivers as we continue to navigate this difficult time. Just in the past couple of days, many of the email communications that started off with a sort of adversarial tone ended with a collaborative exchange or verbal discussion. The ability to listen and acknowledge each other's points of view, and the willingness to seek factual information. As a parent, one parent mentioned to me, sometimes emotions and frustrations can cloud our judgment to see the whole picture. We are all working tirelessly for the same goal. We all want what is best for our children and our students. I appreciate your patience as our leadership team continues to work collaboratively with the Board of Health, the school committee, and the Walpole Teachers Union. I am fully committed to doing what is best for our education community and appreciate your support. On another note, in terms of the survey, in the coming days, families will receive a survey through the X2 portal. The survey will provide us with valuable feedback about the schools, health and safety of our students, and important information with student learning. As you know, we're committed to being reflective as we progress through this process. Please note, though, this is a little bit of a different note, that this survey is similar to the one that was given in October. So at the start of the survey, I will ask you to indicate if you took the survey. Hold on, I just have to get rid of this chat so I can see everybody. I'll ask you to indicate if you took the October survey. This is important because it will help us with benchmarking and with our ability to compare the results, these results from the ones in October. So that's why it asks you if you've taken the survey in October. You can still take it if you did not, but please make sure you fill out that box. Other updates, we have set the strategic planning for February 24th. That will be a Zoom session. For those of you that may not know, our district strategic planning, we review the district's progress towards achieving the goals, objectives, and our action steps. And school staff, our educational leaders, town board members, students, parents, and community members are actively engaged in this review and provide a variety of perspectives. And it really helps us prioritize the district to improve the academic and social emotional skills of our students. And the strategic plan will align with my superintendent's entry findings that I presented last year around this time. And what's really good is the LC goals in the school improvement plans are also aligned to the strategic plan. So it's that plan and then everything else aligned. So you should be getting, those participants should be getting an email tomorrow morning regarding the date and the agenda time. And I just want to get a reminder out about the community forum next Wednesday, 7 o'clock. We'll send that out again. Mary will send that out again next week. And just to remind the school committee that the next couple of weeks are very busy weeks for us all. We have meetings on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. And then the following week, we've got the school building committee, some of us on Tuesday, and then school committee meeting on Thursday. So we're going to be seeing a lot of each other.